Hi everyone, thank you very much for joining me. Today's Kay here, and I'm going to do a flip through of my finished yes, my mind has gone blank totally. My finished tall skinny journal, and I've just realised I've got a bit of an ink stain there, so I'm going to see if I can get that off in a minute afterwards. Anyway, so I did have some seam binding thing for not seam binding, some sari silk for this. And do you think I can find it? I've obviously buried it underneath all my other stuff. I've looked, but I can't see it anyway. So I've used this other really lovely ribbon anyway, and I've put a key on the ribbon, and I've put some, I've actually sewn this journal in, which is not a very common thing for me, and I haven't shown you doing that because I'm sure you've seen people do 3 pamphlet stitch oodles of times if you watch you junk journal people making junk journals. And so that's what I've done, the 3 pamphlet stitch. And put some lace on the sides here, there and on the back. And it's a bit chunky, which is not overly chunky. There's still room for people to put things in there. So, and the ribbons, because it's wrapped around twice, I have lots of room to give. It is a flip over one. I don't know if other people have done this, but I like doing the flip over folded type things. So I've got a little tuck spot here with a tag and some tickets and some tags in this little tuck spot here, which you saw me make in one of the earlier videos. And this is the envelope that I collaged, and I put it in here, and I've created a little big journaling card here. I've used Witchcraft You Do digitals to create the background for this, and these elements here come from the Mintay Grandma's Attic collection, and that's just at the back, so that goes in the envelope there like that, so you can see the flower and the butterfly, and there's just decorated a little bit down here as well and on the back. And I've created a bit of a skinny belly band here. I made this tissue folder thing from who was it? Somebody sent me some of their stuff, and I did do a video of how I made this using some of the materials from this particular person, and I've actually did a little bit of sewing of the heart by hand and around the edges by hand because I don't have a sewing machine, so just did a bit of simple sewing. Let's do it. Cut it off a bit more. And inside is some paper which I've sewn in, so that goes in there. I thought that sort of went with that kind of colours. And the signature is just one signature. There's that page and that page, and a layaway tag and a tag that I've made as well from one of the journaling cards from the collection. And I just did a bit of Tim Holtz stamping on there as well to give it a bit of interest. Created this fake film strip which I showed in my last video. Another tag and another tag as well, another journaling card which I made from Project Life card, which I trimmed down to size. So just put some things. This is from a vintage sewing collection I had. This is a transfer here that I put there just for something a little bit different. That goes like that. And the reason why I put this particular journal page, it's got the word vintage in it. To me this is very vintagey, this collection. Got some receipts in here, which just there's the original receipt, and then you put the carbon paper in here and to create the copy. Back in the day before you had computers and everything got printed off, or you saved it on your phone or whatever, a little cluster here. I always want to call them embellishments, but I think embellishments is a card word, and I think it's also a scrapbooking word. So still an embellishment to me, so I think I'm just going to keep calling that. Just a folded over daily planner thing, wallpaper, which I've attached this. I've showed you how to do this the other day as well. There's a journal, big journaling card, showed that the other day. And the reason why I've clipped it in is so that the person can take it out and write on the back if they wanted to. Handmade paper, a bit of lace on that side there. This is a just an old map, and I thought, well, it's like, to me, Grandma's Attic is sort of the place you go to and you find forgotten treasures. And to me, if you find a map of a place where you might have been, or somebody, an ancestor's been in the past, it may be something to sort of look at. And that's just a bit wrapped, it's tied up so the person can have a look inside, and then there's just some writing space inside. Did that, just a bit of interest. And this is a tuck spot here for this big journaling card that I've, and I bet you it's stuck. I probably should have waited till it dried. I didn't, did I? Oh no. I got it. So just in there like that. Get that off there. Again, I just collaged. I think this is the one I collaged on my last video, I think. Using Witchcraft You Do digitals and the pick flower from the collection. This is from the collection as well. I've cut this from one of those one of these little journaling cards. I cut it out to make this sort of tuck spot. Now, because I've pulled it up, it's not going to sit there, is it now? It's sitting there really nicely before. I might just press it down a bit. See if that helps. Probably not. Anyway, just put that in there. Definitely might have to think about how I'm going to put that in. I need to put a bit more glue a bit further down, and then put this in a bit higher. You know, put that out like that to remind me to fix that page up a little bit. This is envelope. It's got something inside for the buyer to see. Another little embellishment, cluster, whatever word you want to use. This is stuck as well. Oh no, I tell you. Because I didn't want to lose my stuff, because I've left everything out to make a smaller journal, and I've made this from a Project Life card as well, and I put a grandfather clock, because nobody wanted the grandfather clock, so it's up in Grandma's attic. And create a belly band using the material, and this is a vintage ledger paper, and I think I showed you this is some strips here from the collection. And so I just need to create an envelope of things to go with this journal. But I really love making this. It was so much fun, and I love how it turned out. I really do, and just really like the sort of like you can actually hold it in your hand like a big purse. I love it. Anyway, thank you very much for sharing this with me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.